Okay, and welcome back to any of you who actually watched my first video. As you can see, I've upgraded to an actual webcam instead of a cell phone, so my stoner cameraman can actually be, the silent Bob to my Jay. And just so you know, ladies, he is single, available. Okay, just because Rosie Palmer, did tell him she just wants to be friends.
Gotta bring up that story, don't you?
Hey, look, I told you to romance her. Try a different position, bend her over the table a little doggy style, reverse cowgirl, buy her some jewelry. That's the way into a woman's heart right there. Or her panties, whichever you're going to look for. Not that I really ever talk about being an ugly fuck, I am the guy who has never had a wet dream in his life, because even in my sleep, women turn me down. The only reason I'm married is because my wife likes ugly fucks. No, seriously, her last boyfriend was a 36-year-old virgin Sasquatch. I mean, I kid you not, this guy had pedophile just posted across him. All he needed was a clown suit.
Hey, no talking about clowns, man.
Hey, just because you and Boingo the Clown went behind the shed one day does not mean everybody else has to be afraid of them. Okay, so I do have a thing against clowns myself. A little anger issue. Clown got me kicked out of the circus. When I was 5, my grandfather took me, and just me, to the Ringling Brothers Circus. And, it was great, First time my grandfather had taken just me anywhere. Just spending time with my grandfather. He got us front row seats. Not 20 minutes into this bloody show, this clown walks up and sprays me point blank in the face with a seltzer bottle. Needless to say, I have a very short fuse, and back then I had none at all. I popped up out of that chair, swung, and broke this clown's nose. I shit you not, 5 years old, snapped his nose. This whiny little bitch runs off to his boss and tells him that the 5-year-old broke his nose. What kind of pussy does that? He could at least have blamed my grandfather, the big biker dude. The 5-year-old broke my nose, oh my god! This is why you're a clown, because nobody could ever respect you. Afterwards, they asked us to leave, and my grandfather has never taken me anywhere since, save Hoag's Dairy, which is a little corner store where he gets his coffee. That's it. No public appearances, no special shows. I think I probably ruined it for the other grandchildren. But it was fun. I still to this day, have uncontrollable urges to just throttle clowns when I see them, We're at a street fair, we have to walk the long way around. It's understandable, right? Anyway, back to this ugly fuck here. Come on. Look at him. It's Sasquatch. Had sex with Frankenstein. No, literally, come on, show me your back, dude. Get close up for the camera. If you can't see, it's nothing but white. Now get over there. Get over there. Now. Oh, God. Wax that shit. As you can see, Frankenstein here has been slit from stem to stern. Now, you might think there's some surgery to fix his back. No, he just tried to get kinky with this little girl he saw walking down the street. And you don't fuck with the Latina chicks. They carry blades.
Yeah. Apparently their brothers carry staple guns, too.
It's because they work at the Home Depot. Ignore that. I'm not a racist. Watch a lot of comedians around here who are, though. And sometimes their jokes just rub off. But anyway, as I said, I was an ugly fuck. I admit it. I can look in the mirror, watch my reflection run away, and understand what that means. In high school, I was the guy that had my own lunch table, been stabbed in the stomach for a girl knowing that I liked her. Every girl I've ever, let know that I liked them has done either one of 3 things. Try to kill me, cry, or stop talking to me. Usually a combination of all 3. Apparently, it's just not good to look like me, ever. But you gotta then understand the kind of school I went to. This little hick town place, it's just, well, how do you want to put this? Our school motto is, why go across the street when you go across the hall? We we had the reputation for being the dumbest people around. I at one point got pulled over for a speeding ticket. I was doing 77 miles an hour in a 55. It's understandably pulled me over. Well, it's the county sheriff, and the place I'm from is so rural, that's all we had. We didn't have town cops, we didn't have a little sheriff. We had the county sheriff, that's it. Well, he pulls me over and he's like, "You know how fast you're going, son?" I'm like, "No, sir, I go to Pine Valley. I can't count that high." He just busted up laughing, tore up the ticket, and walked off. Found out later, apparently he went to Pine Valley, so he understood. Yes, I know, I'm giving bad press to my school. They have great teachers, a lot of money. Great girls basketball team, we're state champions most years. Football team, not so good. Don't even ask about baseball. Or the golf team. Anyway, it's a small, rural little place, but it's got good people, good folks. I make a lot of jokes about it because everybody there does. It's just the kind of way things are. But, I'm a pathetic wretch back then anyway. Yeah, we used to go out to restaurants as class trips, whatever. I'd be the guy sitting by himself, or with the teachers because nobody else wanted to sit with me. Though it did work to my advantage once. I was on this chorus trip and we're sitting in this fancy restaurant. And of course I went and sat by myself just so I wouldn't have to bother anybody. And apparently me sitting by myself was ruining the appetites of this table with 16 of the hottest girls in our school sitting at it. And it bothered them so much that they made me come sit with them for this dinner. There were tits everywhere. What can I say? I went. I also have a problem telling women no. Thanks, Mom, for raising me to be submissive to women. I mean, to the point of I barely ate lunch in school. All my school, the minute a woman said, "I'm hungry, I'm thirsty," there went my lunch money. I'm that big of a sucker. I'm also, a romantic at heart, I used that opportunity of sitting at the table with those girls to do something nice for a girl that I liked. I didn't want to go give her roses or anything like that, let her know I liked her, because, well, I'm a freak of nature and bad things happen. Like I said, they either cry, try to kill me, or stop talking to me. So what I did is I bought a rose for each of the girls that was at the table and gave one to her, just so I could give it to her. Let me tell you, I was absolutely in love with this girl. Gorgeous, intelligent girl. That, I screwed myself big time with. Not that she'd ever would have liked me to begin with, but this particular girl used to be a larger girl, but yeah, you could see inside of her that she was a beautiful girl. Intelligent, sweet, you could see that, if she took care of herself, she'd be a gorgeous girl. Well, me in my Asperger's state of mind decided, can't let her know I like her, say any of these things because she'll freak out. So I'm going to help her lose the weight. I'm going to pick on her like hell. Treat her like royal shit so she feels bad enough to lose the weight. Not a brilliant plan. Like I said before, if you watch the first video, we Aspergers have social problems. We don't really understand the way society works. We take jokes just a little too far and don't understand how they went too far. Like, example, I was sitting around with a bunch of my friends and my wife, and this girl made a joke about the size of my dick. My immediate response was to shoot back, I wouldn't need to be hung like a horse if you weren't built like the Holland Tunnel. Quick on the upchuck to say insults, not so quick to know when they're a little too much. Apparently everybody in the room thought this was atrocious, started beating on me, telling me I was an asshole. I still don't understand. She made a joke about me, I made a joke about her. I did nothing more than she did, but it made me the dick. Anywho, back to where I was. This particular girl, she did eventually lose weight and became the hottest girl in school. Absolute sweetheart, still a gorgeous woman, hasn't aged a day. If you're watching this, I know you know who I'm talking about. Please forget I said anything. I'm still not being your creepy stalker, I promise. Just, reliving the past. Stop laughing, you. Anyway, I think it's about time to wrap this up, and we'll probably do a few more shows later. You guys have a good night.